There, how's that? Well, jeez. Okay, how's that? Can you hear it now? Okay, you can hear it all right. So tonight's topic, really quick, is what I wanted to do, is what's in the news, and it's been hitting the news, is 3 children Tuesday. Actually, 4 children were hit Tuesday by a bus going to get on the school bus. And 3 of them were killed instantly. 1 is at the hospital in critical condition. Hopefully he'll make it. He's had a couple surgeries. They don't know how he's made it so far. But I got pictures of that. But apparently, this week has been an epidemic of it. So we're going to talk about what happened Tuesday, and then I'll give a brief overview of what's happened during the week and use statistics if I got them. So after dropping off her husband, 24-year-old Alyssa Shepard allegedly was driving the truck, and she was on her way to take her brother to school along State Route 25. Now, one article from what the trooper said that she had 3 kids in the back. She's saying she was taking her little brother to school. She could have said that and you know, just said, look, I was on my way to take me. I don't know if the other were her kids or if she has any kids. I know nothing. It's not saying yet. So, anyway, she was heading down the rural highway when all of a sudden she ran over 4 children, killing 3, critically injuring 1 at a school bus stop. And they had to life flight the little boy out of there. So, you know, we're going to try to do an update on that as soon as we find that. Now get this. She said she saw flashing emergency lights, but didn't realize it was a school bus until it was too late. At her probable cause hearing, she stated that to the police that by the time she realized it was a bus stop, the kids were already in front of her. Now, and she said she didn't usually drive that route, but I don't care if you usually drive that route or not. I mean, I drove down the hills of West Virginia, and there was some routes I didn't know. And you have to be now I want to show you some pictures. No, that isn't her. That's the driver of the truck, but look at the front end of that truck. That's all from those kids. That's all from those kids. Witnesses said they saw the kids go flying up in the air. All from the kids. From hitting those kids. Now, the bus was going one way, she was coming the other way. That's where she ended up stopping. That's where the bus was. The bus was stopped, had its lights on, and had the stop bar out. But she didn't know. She didn't know until the kids were right in front of her. Now, the 3 children were 9-year-old Olivia, Alivia, Olivia Stahl, and her 2 twin brothers, 6-year-old Xavier and Mason. The 11-year-old was a friend of theirs who lived. See where that mobile home park is? That's where they lived. Now, 11-year-old who suffered massive injuries was Maverick Lowe. So let's see if I can't. Whoop. Let me get rid of that truck. That's Olivia on the right, and that's her brother, Xavier. And here's another picture. Her and her brothers. Her and her brothers. Now, say what you want about kids, but that little girl ran in front. That little girl ran in front of the truck to save her brothers. She just put them behind her and she went right in front of them to save her brothers. That little girl right there. So, and it was West Virginia, it wasn't Virginia. Stepped in front of him. And there's the 4 children. All of them that were hit. And that's, of course, the little boy is 11-year-old Maverick. He's the one undergoing surgery after surgery after surgery. Now, the father had to identify those kids on the scene. And so, the father, of course, you can imagine the parents are devastated. The parents are devastated. And this is the uncle.
He didn't lose one kid. He lost all of his kids. What do you tell your little brother? How do you tell your little brother it's going to get better? You can't.
I about broke my heart when I saw that. Dead serious. There's some close-up of the truck. I was lucky to get these clips, I'm telling you, because they were not letting me have nothing. I am lucky to get what I got. Look at that truck. That's from hitting those children. That's how close they were to home. He's in very critical condition. He's undergone surgery, the boy. And he's still in critical condition. He has more surgeries to go through. Yeah, she said, well, I'm going to give my personal opinions afterwards. The mother of those 3 kids had complained for years about that bus stop. And a bunch of parents complained in there and said, why can't you come into the mobile home park? Why can't you come in? There's plenty of room to turn around. Wouldn't you know it, 2 days after that happened, which is today, that bus stop is now inside the mobile home park. Really? So today, after years of complaining, it took the death of 3 children to get them what they could have done years ago. So, now this girl, this woman, 24-year-old woman, said she didn't realize, she saw emergency lights, but she didn't realize it was a school bus. And she didn't know until the kids were right in front of her. Then she realized it was a school bus. Well, where the fuck were you? I mean, where the hell were you? Were you on the phone? Because the lady behind you stopped. The lady behind her. And the lady behind her said, The lady behind her said that they were both only going about 40, 45 miles an hour. She didn't see it. She didn't notice it. That's what I said. I said, you didn't see that big yellow thing attached to the lights? Really? Did you not see this big long thing? Now, there were no kids on the bus, and there were other kids at the bus stop, but luckily, God saved them. But that's her. But guess what, folks? She's not the only one to say that. As of today, since Tuesday to today, there have been 6 deaths and multiple injuries from people going past the car. Going past the bus. Yeah, this one happened in Indiana. That's what I said. The first thing they teach you in driver's ed, I said, you know what? My sister had, and I agree with her at 100%, that anytime you have to go to renew your license, you should take the written test at least. Dead serious. Because that's right there. You know? And driving, like I said, driving in the hills and curves of West Virginia, you're even taught here in the high. I don't know about anywhere else, but in the high, when you take a curve, you slow it down. You see lights, you slow it down. They take only points off. It's different in every state. In Indiana, I believe it's 6, is what I was told. Hello. So it's right there in the freaking book. Was she on her phone is what I'm thinking. Because if the lady behind her could have, why couldn't she? It is against the law to pass a school bus, especially because a school bus, you see the flashing yellow. Start slowing down, folks. You see the red. Stop. You see the stop arm out. Stop. And she had to have not been paying attention. Yeah, I hit the kids. That's when I noticed there was a school bus there. But she's not the only one. They're checking her phone. Like I said, there's been 6 deaths, multiple injuries since Tuesday. In Kentucky, today, police are looking for a driver that hit an 11 and 13-year-old brothers. This is 6th time in 3 days that children were hit at a bus stop this week. The other ones were in Florida, Mississippi, Pennsylvania, and Indiana. Well, I just told you about the Indiana one. The Tampa, Florida one, a silver car. Now, this dude ran off. I wish all bus stops had cameras in them. I really do. Now, the one in Tampa, a silver car going at a high rate of speed through a residential neighborhood. Isn't the speed limit like 15 miles an hour in a residential neighborhood? 2 adults and 3 children they went through their residential neighborhood, and she hit 2 adults and 3 children at a high rate of speed. Backpacks were strewn over the place. The driver did remain at the scene. Children between the ages of 6 to 12. Now, they did survive, I believe. And that for some reason, 2 first responders had to go to the hospital. They weren't sure if they was the 2 responders that were at the scene, or if the 2 adults were the 2 responders, or if they were 2 separate adults. They haven't got much information yet. I'm in Pennsylvania. A driver hit a 7-year-old boy as the boy was just waiting. He was already at the bus stop. The driver did not stop to help him at all. He took off. The bus driver pulled up, discovered the accident, and stayed with the boy. Well, I hope so. Until 911, and he called 911 and got him help. The 7 boy, they don't know if it didn't say if he died or not. Tallahassee, a kindergartner was injured. This one was just injured crossing to get to his bus. A 19-year-old teenager did not realize that there was a bus there until after he hit the kid. That's another one. He did not realize that the bus was stopped and the arm was out. He was only issued 2 traffic citations. Only issued 2 traffic citations. He hit the kid. What, a kid's life ain't worth nothing? In Marietta, Mississippi, a 22-year-old man struck and killed a 9-year-old child. His bail was only set at $10,000, folks. His bail was only set at $10,000. The woman who hit those 3 kids in Indiana Tuesday, her bail was only set at $15,000. But she's been charged with felony reckless homicide and passing a bus while the arm's out. So, the one in Indiana, because these were all the stories just in the past few days. Just in the past few days. And hello to everyone. Hello. This was just in the past few days. Now, there are statistics, and you wouldn't believe how many get hit a day. I've seen statistics ranging from 1,300 to 39,000. I think the 39,000 was a year. I think the 1,300 was something like a month or something like that. But the point is, how could you miss a big yellow duck in the middle of the road? How can you miss that? The arm is out, the flashers are on, the bus is stopped, the kids are there, and I don't know about y'all, but I don't know, is it just my neighborhood where it says that, you know, you're in a school crossing zone? Aren't you supposed to slow down? So, I mean, aren't you supposed to do that anyway? Exactly. I still say that girl was on her phone. Pull over and let children on and off. Damn. Well, I know here, but it's just in my town. No kid crosses the street, a busy street at all. The only time they'll cross the street is like in one of the actual neighborhoods. That's the only time they'll cross the street. But along the rural roads and everything, and the busy roads, they all get on and off the same side the door is. So, you know. But to say, oh, I didn't realize the bus was stopped and his lights was on and the arm was out till I hit a kid. Well, ain't you supposed to be looking so far down the road? I mean, you're back here. Aren't you supposed to look down there? Really? So her bail was only $15,000. And it's like someone told me, he said, look, those kids never had a Halloween. She was home with her family for Halloween. You know, if she had kids, they got to go, you know. No, it's not serious enough because the fines are not serious enough. They're thinking of raising them from $200 to $500 in some states. I'm like, really? Put on a $10,000 fine. Because these buses are starting to get fitted with cameras. that take your license plate, folks, and take a picture of you driving. And it doesn't matter if you're on a divided highway that has no divider. If you're on like a 4-lane highway or 2-lane highway or whatever, and there's no divider, traffic coming the opposite way has to stop. Has to stop unless there is a divider. Then, hey. She's faced with 3 charges of reckless homicide, yes. And then she got a ticket for passing the school bus, and I'm like, alrighty. This is the school bus law. In all 50 states, it is the law that traffic in both directions are to stop when bus has stopped and arm out and lights are on and flashing. The only exception is a divided highway. For bus safety for parents. She will suffer in prison, yeah. Well, that's if $15,000 bail, really? I don't even think they care. Hey, Michael. For parents, visit the bus stop and show your child where to wait for the bus. And show them where to wait, and show them where they should wait. Like, at least, you should be at least 6 feet from the curb when you're waiting for the bus. Children should arrive at the bus at least 5 minutes early, so there's no rushing and this and that. Teach your children that the bus stop is not a place to run around. My mom never taught us that, but I lived on a dead-end street. There was only 14 houses on our street. We all played football in the street until the bus came. So we're all throwing the football and shit around. A child should never walk behind the bus. Teach your child never to walk behind the bus. The child should have eye contact with the bus driver. They really should. The child should wait for the bus to come to a complete stop and lights are flashing before approaching the bus. Yeah, because I had a bus driver who just a stickler on that one. And use handrails to get on and off the bus. For drivers, when backing out of a driveway or leaving a garage, watch for children who are walking or cycling. Come on, folks. You know it's school time. Watch for children in neighborhoods where children may not be thinking. Like I said, once again, come on, folks. You know it's school time. Slow down. Slow down, drivers. And watch for children congregating at bus stop. Once again, come on, you guys. You know it's school. What the hell? So, what are we going to do about this? What can we do about this? That could be my grandkids. That could be your children, folks. That could be your children. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? What can we do? Petition your local school district. Make them look at the bus routes and say, is this safe for kids? What are the statistics? Because believe it or not, they have the statistics of your local school district. They have all the statistics. How many has been hit? How many has been killed? How many has been injured? All this stuff. Where? They have it all. Because that is something that they are supposed to report every single day. And bus drivers do. But now, more and more buses are being fitted with cameras. So they have stats in your area, in your school system. Whatever it is. Make them. Because I don't know about you guys, but I don't want to make the mistake that I sneeze or something and I hit a kid. I don't want to. No matter what, things happen. I've sneezed at a stoplight before, and thank God I slammed my brakes so soon, or else I would have hit the car in front of me. So contact your local school system. It's not just one person's problem. It's not just somebody who has kids in in school. I have grandchildren. They said the parents had contacted the school about the issue before. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. They did change where bus. Isn't that amazing? 3 kids get killed, and 2 days later, the bus, this route was changed. And I don't know about you guys, but maybe it's just my area, but our bus drivers get paid very, very well. Very well. You know? I just wanted to thank you for doing that on very well done. I watched it 2 times. Love you, Les. Oh, you're so welcome, Uber. You're so welcome. I hope I got all the details in there. There wasn't a whole lot, but I got as many details and pictures as I could find. Which you're very, very welcome. They scared mom shouted, my kids are homeschooled. Says Sugar Burger, yeah. Yes, you did great. Thank you. Thank you, hon. I'm glad you liked it. Now we're discussing this thing of kids getting ran over and killed at a bus stop. This is why I even keep my cats inside. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Too many stupid drivers. That's why, like I said, I've been watching it, broke my heart. Yeah, contact your local school system. My granddaughter can be out there. My grandsons could be out there. Luckily, it's all in the same school district, but that's not the point. You know, it's not the point. I can't just go by my school district. I have to go with what's out there. And kids are getting mowed over. PMDB, hello. The kids are getting mowed over. And these people that don't stop. I will give this girl this. I will give this woman this credit. She stopped and stayed. Of course, with the condition of her truck. Let's look at that truck again. Let's get a look at that truck again. At the condition of that truck, I don't think it's going nowhere. Have a good night, Greg. Take care. Exactly. In the 80s, that was a big problem. I mean, did she have a choice? Not really. Not really. But the one with the sedan, she stopped. She stayed. She stayed. If she ran, it was death penalty. Not in every state. Not every state has a death penalty. But fleeing the scene, yeah, of an accident is a felony in itself. But I will give her this. Not that she had a choice. She could have ran, but then again, she had a kid in back. At least one that we know of. And oh my God. I'm just sitting here praying. Apparently that child was buckled in. Because they said nothing about anyone in her truck being injured or life flighted or anything like that. They never said a word. Never said a word. So hopefully, and thank the Lord, that the child must. We know at least one was in there, possibly 3 in Indiana. But these other ones, I mean, they're in you got Mississippi, Florida, Pennsylvania. Was it 3? Because the thing from the court said 3, but she told the officer at scene 1, so I don't know. She was 24 years old. Let me show you. Oh, yeah, I never did show you a picture. I did a glimpse, really quick glimpse, but there's one of them. She looks like she got a care in the world, does she? Let me get the bigger one up there. Does she look like she cares? Does she look like she is worried in any way, shape, or form? Sugar Boogie, yeah. The court said 3. Little Miss, hello. But does she look like, now, I don't know about you, but if I had just got done hitting 4 children, 3 of them died at the scene, and one of them was in critical condition and could die, I certainly wouldn't be looking like that. She don't give 2 shits, does she? Her daddy wrote a check for $1,500. Boom. She was at home that next morning. She was at home that next morning. Oh, I wouldn't be able to live. I'd be like, don't even bother bailing me out. Just take me in. Dead serious. Yeah, she works as youth director. Yep. At a church. Yes. Uber, you have a good night, hon. Thank you for coming in and take care. How can you miss this in the middle of a road? Tell me, folks, how can you miss that? Or she might be in shock. Yes, she might be. How can you miss that in the middle of the road? Rosie, hello. And she went to work right after the accident like nothing happened. I did not read any of that. That was not anything I read. Oh my God. Are you serious? I would not be able to walk. I would say, take me in. Dead serious. I would not be looking so calm. I would be crapping myself and everything. That would devastate me. I did not know that. They picked her up at work. No freaking way. I read nothing. Nothing in those articles. After they decided what they were going to charge her with. Yeah, I must have went through 9 of them. They all said the same thing. They did not. Didn't that, God, I puked all night. Yeah, that's something you never get used to. That's for sure. How could you not see that in the road? And that don't matter because I saw where the curve was. But the lady behind her saw the bus. She slowed down. I don't know why they let her go in the first place either. She just done killed 3 kids at the scene. I don't know why either. When was this? Last night I first heard about it? No, it was this morning. First heard about it this morning. Oh, I was fuming. I was going off the rails. I just thought, oh my God, what if they're my boys? You know, my nephews. Of course, we took them to school. But there were times they had to ride a bus. And, you know. But it must be the town that I live in because they don't play those games here. They don't. You don't, unless it's in one of the, there's only 3 neighborhoods, residential neighborhoods. And everybody knows. But I can't go by my town. I have to go by bigger cities and shit. I don't know what it's like. I would have a heart attack if my child had to get off the bus. He was 9 years old and walk 6 blocks home. I would have a heart attack. That's what gets me. The lady behind her had enough sense to stop. Why didn't she? I truly think she was on the phone. I really, really do. I have 3 kids. I can't imagine sending them out to the school bus and then having to go and identify bodies minutes later. And those were all their kids. Those parents, those were all their kids. That was their whole entire family. Whole entire family. I don't think it was drugs. They would have noticed that on her. Let's go back in the day where we walked to school. We lived like a mile away. We were always safe. I wish the road was still like that. Yeah. Heartbreaking. Yes. And she watched kids covered with sheets and watched that lifelike helicopter land or the other kid, and they cleared the scene, and she went to work. The nerve. Exactly. I did not know because it was not in there. I am so glad you told me that. Now I'm really pissed. Now I'm really super fucking pissed. Whoops. I've been promising little Nina that Gamalele would watch her language. Oh. I said the F word in front of her because I hit my toe or my foot where my toes are. Oh, and I went. And so she sat me down and had a conversation. Gamalele, that bad word. That bad word, Gamalele. I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry. I don't know how she did that. From that picture, get that picture back up. See, I was right. She had no care in the world. She has no care in the world. That isn't shock. She went to freaking work. Oh, really? How does that happen? She doesn't have kids? I didn't think so. But who are the other kids in her truck? She has 2 kids. From the transcripts of the court, it said she had 3 kids in the back of that truck. But they reported that at the scene, she said she was just taking her brother to school. So she had 2 kids and her little brother. See, I was wondering if she had kids. How could you do that having your own? Really? My first thing was, did she have kids? When I read she had kids in truck, I went, oh my God, are those kids all right? That was the first thing I thought. Because the way that truck looks, oh my God. Stupid fly. All right, let's take another look at that truck. Let's look at that one. Let's look at that one. Oh, you know what? Let's look at the aerial view. Let's see what it looks like. Let us see the thing. Close up of the truck video. Look how. See. That's where the bus was. You know that bus didn't move. Whoop. There it is. There's the aerial view. That little Toyota is cabolished. No, that truck ain't going nowhere. It's a Toyota Tacoma. That thing ain't even as big as my F-150. My F-150 was a half-ton. But still, you'd have to drag my dead body out of a ditch if I did this. You'd have to, yeah. I'm dead serious. Linnell, hello. She worked at a, oh God, what was the name of that place? I thought for sure I'd remember it. But she worked at a church that involved kids. Oh my God. Hands out. I know it's an awful story, but it happened. Our kids are getting hurt. And it's not like there's nothing we can't. It's not like we can't do something about it. Everyone can do something about this. Okay? Everyone can do something about this. You go to your local school district. And it doesn't matter if you have kids or not. If you don't have kids, you may have kids one day. It doesn't matter if your kids are all grown. You could have grandkids one day. How about the simple fact that your neighbor or your brother or sister or a family member has kids? Somebody you know has kids. Somebody you know does. And it's something we can do something about. All of us. We can go to our local school districts. We can go to the city. You know, we can elect the city officials. go to them and say, look, well, there's a problem here. I was watching a thing last night. I was watching a video last night, and I tried to download it, and it would not let me copy it at all. It was just not. I could not put it in the converter for nothing. Some of them are just blocked. Well, anyway, this one school district, what they did is they sent out to all the neighborhoods all these brochures or paper letters, whatever, of the bus safety, driver safety, parent safety, and all that. And they taught the kids how to properly get on and off a bus if you have to cross the street or if you're standing at the bus stop. And it decreased their injuries by over 1,000. I think it was 1,200. 1,200 and some. The first year. That father's beyond in shock. But go to your school districts. Now, one thing that ticks me off about this situation is that the families that lived in that mobile home park have been going to them for years. It wasn't just the mama of those kids. It was not just the mama of those kids. They all went. And isn't it amazing? 2 days later, they got it switched. Isn't that freaking amazing? Our babies are out there, folks. Our babies. Our babies are out there. Oh, I said if I was the parents, I'd go after the guy who put the yellow paint on the fucking pavement. On the freaking pavement. God, sorry, Nina. I would. I'd go after everybody. And what kills me is, this is another thing. That bus driver, not that I'm blaming the bus driver, but that bus driver saw that car coming fast. And he told the kids to come anyway, because he thought the person would slow down. But they were a distance away. But that don't mean, but still, I think the whole entire blame goes on that woman. Because if the person behind her can stop, slow down and stop, she said, I couldn't understand why she didn't. For certain buses, can there be ride-alongs? Get off the bus and make sure traffic stops first. Look, have you ever been in the seat of a bus? You can see quite a bit of ways over all the cars. But still, you don't know. You can look in your rearview mirror, tell the kids to come by, and a car just come out from behind it and just whiz. There are rearview cameras on there. Try pretty high. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. But this is something we, as a society, we as a group, can fight. This is something that we can do something about. Those are our babies. Now, I don't know if you want to say unfortunately or fortunately. We don't have that. Because there is no kid that gets on across the street. Like my housing addition, everybody knew to line up on the right side of the street. We threw the football around. It's a dead end. 14, When you see the kids outside, you effing slow down. Exactly. Or if you're in a neighborhood and it's school time. The general time for schools to start, I think, are pretty universal across the whole United States. And the time to get out is pretty universal across the whole United States. And pretty much when schools start are usually within a month of each other across the whole United States. And when they're out, same thing. No, she said she doesn't regularly drive that route at all. But does it really matter, Sugar Booger? I mean, I think you will agree with me. It doesn't matter. If you're a driver, you should know how to drive the roads. That's all there is to it. School bus system is the same in all 50 states. People speeding in our neighborhood. We are in a huge neighborhood off the main road, and it was Halloween. Oh man, that ticks me off. I slept 90 feet before I see that cheese block. I was like, slow down. Exactly. Right, Les, it sure doesn't matter. No, it doesn't matter. If you're driving, look at the road ahead. How difficult. Now, some people are going to think, or see this and say, it doesn't make no difference. Oh, big woo. You're just talking about a couple kids. No! They did statistics. I saw them up to 39,000 a year. Little under. 39. Either they're injured or they're killed. Really? Does that seem acceptable to anyone? Raise your hand. I'll wait. Acceptable to anyone? I'll wait. I love Cat Williams. 10 bicyclists get killed every 2 months within blocks of me. It's the same thing. That's why when you're pulling out, be careful of kids walking in. If you're pulling out your driveway or if you're pulling out of a garage, watch for kids walking or riding their bike. You know it's school. Hello. To stop on a bus, and it would start recording as the arm triggered, and there was a little boy who nearly got hit. I nearly puked. I saw a bunch of them, but I couldn't download them. I was wanting to get those clips of how many people really, they don't care. And the only thing the bus driver can do is honk the horn and take. Sometimes they can't get the license plate number. They can't. Yes, I did. That's how he did this one. He says, I'll wait. I'll wait. I think it was just pimped down. Poor little Tink Tink. Poor little Tink Tink. Run Tink, run Tink, run Tink. I think I've seen almost every one of his specials. I'm really throw myself through my windshield for a squirrel. Blade Runner. Yeah, well, you know, I always wanted to do that, and that's one thing my dad always told me. He said if a deer jumps out, he said if an animal jumps out, he said just keep going straight. You're going to do worse damage. Trying to swerve, you could kill someone else. He said, just run it straight on, girls. Run it straight on. And I took that to heart. And the only thing I've ever actually damaged was a couple birds with his truck. I was about 17. Dad, you got another bird stuck in your truck. That's about it. At least it was a bird. But anywho, yes, we had to have just a minute laughter there. That was so. There is something we can do, folks. Honestly, go to your local school board, go to your city council. You know, inquire. You're allowed to get a copy of the bus route. You're allowed to get a copy of that, and then find out. Say, why are they crossing the street? You can sit there and take pictures yourself and go to council and say, look, this is what is happening. This is what's happening to our children. They're our babies. And I don't care if they are 21. I'm sorry, they're still babes. They're babes in the woods. You're supposed to let them fly, but they're still babes. You need to guide them. A deer knocked off the front passenger side of my car last year. I can believe that. I can believe that. I was living down West Virginia, and Rita, she was a school teacher, and she was good friends with my grandma. We just hung out and stuff. Well, anyway, she had just bought a brand new blue Chevy S10 truck. Only had it 2 days. Went around. You wouldn't know, but went up this road, and she came around. It curves. It's like a big LS that keeps going. She went left, and she came around to go straight, and then she was going to go right, and right there was this deer in the middle of the road. And he looked at her. She looked at him, because it had a bunch of antlers. No sooner she threw that thing in park and got out the passenger side door, and she just got out and grabbed the bed of her truck to wing herself around, and that son of a bitch was coming out her door right behind her. Dead serious. Yep. Somebody's got to speak for them. Somebody does. And does it really take a lot of our time? Does it really take a lot of our time, folks? Does it? I know. All that fighting was done years ago. And it's not like they built new since. I mean, they built up the area, but not no neighborhoods or anything. Gave me a dirty look and took off. Yes, they do, because you're on their road. I did deer when I was younger. Luckily, it was during a blizzard, so I was going way slow. It just pissed the deer off. My grandpa was coming home from Glenville back to Weston, where Hazel-eyed Vixen lives, actually. She's coming back, and there's this one part. Well, they've got clips everywhere, but there's one that's really awesome. And she said she was driving. Next thing you know, her front end was a pancake. This son of a bitch jumped off this little cliff, landed on top of her car, looked at her like she was stupid, and went off that way and down into the woods. I was like, oh, God. Yeah, deer around here, they will pretty much, yeah. They're like, what are you doing in my yard? What are you doing in my road? They come in my backyard all the time. I want to teach them how to eat out of my hand. They did at Grandma's house. If I ever see a limping deer in my neighborhood, I'll know it's him. Oh, God. Yeah, they love apples. They really do. Thing of it is, I have to get out there close enough. Maybe if I keep feeding them. Like during the winter and during the summer. And keep feeding them apples. Or some mule feed. Salt lick. Put it all back out there. I have a trail of apples coming up to my back door. I wonder if I can do that. The ones down there, Grandma's just knocked on her back door. That's how trained they were. They were not afraid of humans at all. But the mama was pregnant. She had twins. And they weren't going to survive the winter. So my grandpa went up and got some horse and mule feed and would give them fresh water and feed them. That's how they ate. So they were not afraid of humans at all. I want to get a fainting goat. Oh my gosh. Poison some of them. What is wrong with people? Exactly. What is wrong with people? Oh my God. Because you know what happens is, I don't know. Well, yeah, there are some people around here. But if they see a fresh kill on the side of the road, that could even be poison too. As long as they're not starting to do their thing. And I think you only have like 2 or 3 hours. They'll pick it up. And then they'll take it home and skin it and do everything themselves. And You could be eating that poison. Yeah, what is wrong with people? I will wrap him in bubble wrap if I get one. Oh my god. Oh my. Oh my lord, no thank you. Yeah, I hate to tell you, but that's the way it goes. Those fainting goats, sometimes they just aren't as fainty as you'd like them to be, and some are just pathetic. They just might as well stay comatose. Dead serious. But it is funny. I'm not gonna lie. It is funny. I don't know why they faint. They just... Well, I mean, they have to be... You have to, like, scare them or something, and then they'll faint. They don't just faint randomly. Something has to spook them. Yeah, narcolepsy, yeah. Yeah, they don't just... Unless they're just tired. I wonder if it's a safety mechanism. You know, something spooks them, they just fall down. People, you know, maybe predator thinks they're already dead or something. I don't know. I just know my cousin had one. Long time ago. So yeah, hello. Mermaid, hello. I live in the UK. I only eat greedy foxes in my garden. Oh. Yeah. I would say so. You know, you never know. Like a possum. I need some water. Okay. Okay, I pet a possum the other night. It was on the back porch. Aw, them things are mean. Be careful. It looks like you're going to die. Yeah, just be careful. If you grab their horns, they'll faint too. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Yeah, possum, raccoon, they're all... But you can't blame them because they're doing what they do. They're wild animals. They're doing what they do. Yeah, it was a baby. I was in shock when I came out. Aw, little baby ones. Little baby ones. Oh, I wasn't wearing my glasses. When I thought a possum was my cat. Talk about peed my pants. Oh my god. No way. Oh, no, you didn't. Where's Zorg at? I don't see Zorg. Where's Zorg? Jaquila. Oh, You are. Jack Wheel once I read that. Oh God. Yes. Zorg. I'm doing good. How are you doing? Oh yes, I did. Oh no, you didn't. Mm. Oh, doing good. Zorg, you're gonna be happy. I got my green screen. So the boys were supposed to come this last weekend. They didn't come. I'm pissed. As soon as they clear that out, I'm putting up my green screen and my lights and rearranging my thing, and then that's when we're doing astronomy. So yeah, I've just been waiting for that one. Dead serious. Been wet and a wet. Yay. Ooh, we got this fly. It just will not go away. I thought flies only lived 72 hours. This thing, I think, has lived a week. And do I have bug spray? No. I'm out. No. I guess that's right. It's really weird looking through there. Well, anyway. I can send you my cat Beatrice Potter, Les. She will kill that fly in seconds. Yes! Yes! Maybe I should get a cat just for that. Do cats really eat mice, or do they just kill them and play with them? Right on my kennel, my mama's side lives in Lubbock. Lubbock. They eat them, do they? I've just seen them play with them. I don't care to see them anyway if they're hungry. Ew. I've just seen him play with them. I'm like, really? Aren't you supposed to like hide the evidence, really? Must you bring it in front of me? I don't know. I don't know. It's usually feral cats that'll eat them. Hubby says I'm fly hunting when I bust out the fly swat. They drive me insane. Yeah, I don't have fly swatter. Nick Snyder, hey bitches. Hey Nick, hello. We would have a lounge cat. Sometimes they bring them to you for a present. Oh, that could be the reason why they kept bringing the evidence in front of me. I'm like, really? Thing was half dead, half alive. Half dead playing with it. That's when I was like, half dead, half alive. It just plays with it. Hell yeah. Ugh. Anywho, where is not that one? Oh, right there it is. There you go. Mantra, hello. How's it going? I think this will be the first full stream that I might be able to stay on in some time, at least. I hope so. Oh, Mantra, honey, I'm going to be leaving soon. Sorry. I got a busy day tomorrow. And my granddaughter's going to be here, so. Yay. Yay. Yeah, I'm afraid so. It's not going to be right away or nothing. It's not Metro. Oh, I can't wait to that green screen because you wouldn't believe where Rosie's gonna be. Oh my god. Me and Chris were talking about where we could put Rosie. Oh my god. Poor Rosie. We're gonna track her down. We're gonna track her down. So I hear she can go through time also. And space. So I'm gonna laugh my butt off if I find her on the moon eating her lunch. Dead serious. And be like, you can't even go to the moon and eat your lunch in peace. I feel so sorry for you. I feel sorry. I feel sorry. I didn't think I should have that going while I was talking about the bus situation. She can come to my house. I made a ton of chili today. I could never get into chili. Never could. Never could. So, I'm just sitting here reading the chat instead of talking. So what else can we talk about? That's another reason why I can't stand chili. It's too spicy for me. My uncle made this chili that was so spicy. Oh my god, it brought everybody to tears and they loved it. I'm dead serious. They were all just sitting there crying. I'm like, what the hell? And they're like, this is good. Oh, I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. How's your day been? I can't really say. I mean, it hasn't been bad. It's just been rainy, that kind of thing. And it's been rainy. I was out earlier today running around in it, and it doesn't do much for my cold. So, you know. Yeah, my nephew was one. Oh my god, he got it from my mom. I tell you what, my family, I think their stomachs really are made of cast iron now, because the hotter, spicier it is, the better they got. So I love it. For a burnt out blinker, got a warning. I didn't even know it was out. Really? They're easy to change. You just gotta get the right one, but they're easy to change. We had a tornado come through last night. Lucky it missed me. Oh my god, did you record any of it? I've not had good weather like that. I just got word that someone broke into Dad's car and stole all his work equipment. He's a dentist. Oh, smack! Smack! Wait a minute, he's a dentist? Does he not have an office, or is he a traveling one, or what? I got some recording to do. Oh, my hair. Get out of my hair. Wish I was hiding with my 2 dogs in the bathroom. Really? Oh, you girl dentists terrify me. Yeah, they do me too, but hey. You gotta go. Gotta go when you gotta go. That gone, I must smell good or something. He's got his own office, then he goes to a different clinic with other dentists, so he took the necessary equipment. Jeezy cow. Cookie. Hi Les, just wanted to stop in and leave a little love. Got to hit the sack. Loved all. Cookie, hello. And thank you for coming in. Cindy, you have a good night, and thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. Awesome. Don't you love that? Chris is awesome. Night, I'll enjoy your tomorrow. That's sweet. I had a really cool dentist that would work with me on my anxiety, and then he retired. Oh man. Oh man. Well, just tell your next dentist. That got really bad anxiety. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Ooh. My poor knees. Yeah, don't put that off. Make it worse than what it is. Funny thing is, he's never given me treatment, but yeah, I'm terrified too. I'm scared of any kind of hospital. I'm never able to know my actual heart rate because I get some anxiety. Aw. Mermaids, I bit my dentist's finger once. I was so scared. Oh my gosh. Aw. Yeah, they got smart at the dentist, and instead of, when they do x-rays, instead of putting it in there with their fingers now, they have this device so that way they don't keep getting their fingers chomped on. I was always careful. My dentist, his assistant says, "Don't bite me." When I was younger, there was a new nurse at my regular doctor, and she freaked. The doctor was like, "No, it's okay. She just has bad anxiety." Remember, he said people invented it because of me. Yeah. I hate it when my doctor has an well, I had the same doctor and nurses forever, and I trained him well, but I've been to this internist now twice, and she's had different nurses, and I'm like, really? Or what happened to the good ones? I'm used to them. But anyway, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here. Because I do have a big day tomorrow. And with my granddaughter here, oh gee, it'll just make the day go so swell. Going to stroke out. I was like, no, I'm fine. So what's up with the kids lying while getting in the bus? Yeah. Go get the doctor. He knows exactly. Yeah, there was some children trying to get on a school bus and they were hit by a truck. 3 were killed, 1 was life flighted to a hospital. So yeah, it was sad. Didn't even see the bus until she hit the kids. I saw emergency lights, but I didn't know what they were. I didn't realize it was a bus till I hit the kids. Don't let me get started. Yep, that is horrible. But I'm going to go ahead and go. Y'all have a good night. Thank you for coming in. I just wanted to get that out there. And I hope everybody has a blessed day tomorrow. Thank you for coming. Bye.